Making money playing tennis. Now you're in our wheelhouse for tennis treasures. This is what we were designed to do. This is what this training manual was designed to create. Making money playing tennis. It's called Tennis Treasures, the Tennis Millionaire. And then there's another subtitle, Success to Making Money on the Pro Tour. See, that's what we're really built for. This whole training manual and all of its contents, all the information that we've acquired over the years. I mean, thousands of hours invested into finding out the truth about how the millionaire tennis players make their money. That's what we're designed for initially. Then we decided to just help out some high schoolers too to get a free ride scholarship, which we're overqualified for, but still there's a need being fulfilled. So that makes sense to me. But at least you know where we're coming from. We're here to help you to make money on the Pro Tour for those who want to go that route. It's not for everybody, we know that. But we're here to support you throughout that process. So let me start by saying this. Winning matches that makes you money isn't just about swinging harder. It's about playing much smarter, basically. Oh, sorry. I'm Coach RJ, and it's our mission to expedite your specific tennis goal. That's right. So we have a plan for that, but we'll talk about that in a minute. In fact, let's just talk about it this way. We have a purpose, and that's to reduce the heavy lifting. In other words, the stress of going through the process of making money on the Pro Tour. And I can go into detail about that maybe a little bit later here. So that's the heavy lifting part of it. That's our purpose, to help reduce it. Next, and that means less stress. You know, that equals more productivity. Oh, and then Tennis Treasures has a plan. What's the plan? The plan is to help you to identify the milestones needed to reach your goal. So, you know, that means obviously, everybody likes to say obviously in the announcing world, that means that, oh, the mission and the plan are like this. The mission is to expedite your goal, and the plan is to have a process of getting there. I mean, a step-by-step, like a flow chart. Okay, so yeah, you got to have that figured out. Just like to build a hospital, you need a plan. To build a tiny house, you need a plan. In your case, to build a mansion, you need a plan. We want you to have a mansion. So, and then we have a Tennis Treasures philosophy as well. And that's a big deal too. It protects you from injury and so forth. And that philosophy is to help you to work smarter versus harder. Yeah, the working smarter means during your training part of this, you're working too hard most of the time because you're exhausted, you're stressing your body out, emotionally you're exhausted as well. Now, after working so hard, you gotta work hard on the court to get the results you want. We understand, we empathize with where you're at, so we can come up with solutions to that. So instead of working smarter, we have you say work more smarter than harder. That's what we're trying to say. And once you get past that hurdle, that's the training part of working smarter versus harder. Now you go on to the next level, play smarter versus harder. Aha! See, so that means the rubber meets the road. Now you're right on point. So that matches aren't as challenging as they are for others. And that means you're not going to be injured so much. And besides that, our Chapter 5 protects you from injury by getting you off the court in 1 hour and 15 minutes on average. Yeah, and it's got Chapter 5 has 5 different key components that allows that to happen. So, anyway, we've got our ducks in a row is the bottom line. What's the quiz of the day? Let's talk about that briefly, if I may. What male tennis player on the Pro Tour does not take his racket back early? Okay, you got a few seconds, and I'll tell you the answer. First name is Daniil. Last name is Medvedev. Mr. Medvedev does not take his racket back early like we've all been trained to do. And I can see why the logic is there. You know, take the racket back early so you can have a more accurate stroke. Well, Medvedev is in the top top 10. So yeah, he's found a way to get around that. And so sometimes that tells me I don't have to have the racket back all the time. I can still produce quality strokes or quality shots, quality results. right? Okay. Well, let's get this ball rolling here. Ready? All right. First, understand the basics. That's in the stakes of the financial side of this. In the prize money tournaments, every round that you advance multiplies your earnings. Let me give you an example. Of course you know this. But for example, the Cincinnati tournament, they call it the Western Southern Open. During that tournament, the first round winners receive a certain amount of money. It's about $22,000, $23,000. And then if they win the second round also, they'll win about double that amount approximately, by way of a plus or minus a few thousand. So my point is that, yeah, just be clear that there's money available to be made, but what does that mean? That means that consistency matters more than just highlight reels, so to speak. Oh, I want to look good, I want to look fancy. Boy, y'all see that beautiful shot and then try to hit another beautiful one after that and mess up? No, it's consistency. And that's where we come from. We come from the old school players who know what they know, who have done what they've done. And so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You now know the process to make this happen. So you need not only a winning formula, you need winning formulas. And that's what we offer in Chapter 7. Strategies, tactics, formulas, plural, for all three categories. So yes, follow our lead on this. So you want to master, here's another example. You want to master multiple styles of play. What does that do? That allows you to adapt to their strange techniques and styles, because you're playing people from all over the planet. When you're in the pro tour making money, you run into most of the people are not from America, by the way. So you've got to be prepared for that. So you have to be able to adapt. You want to be mentally pliable, which is our number 3 on our prerequisite list. We got 5 prerequisites. Number 3 is mental pliability. All right. Then you want to learn how to control the momentum, especially in the pressure moments, I should call them, and manage your energy, like a pros do. So in other words, you don't want to be exhausted. And there's a way to play if you are tired and still win. In fact, we have a video built in our training manual that shows you how to win even if you're injured. And also this applies if you're tired, but it's a different approach for tired. We'll show you that too through the program. I'll tell you more about the program, our tennis camp. I'll tell you a little bit about it in a minute. So your goal is to win key points. Not every point. There's a big difference. Study your opponent's patterns, and they all have their own unique patterns of play. Exploit their weaknesses and stay unpredictable. Those are big deals. By exploiting their weaknesses, you're talking about Chapter 4 now. That's called chess tennis. Chess tennis is a big, important chapter to be clear about. It's one of the 6 key chapters we train you on. In 6 months of training, we show you how Chapter 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are very, very important. Those are the 6. And Chapter 4, chess tennis, which is up here, of course, you're on a special assignment, and you're going to uncover the slight weaknesses. They're not even weaknesses. Lesser strengths is more accurate. You're going to uncover that and target that on these specific people you're going to play against, including seated people, which we'll talk about briefly too. So you're going to combine your tactical thinking with mental toughness, and you'll turn matches into income streams is what you're doing, instead of just victories, what we're talking about. So let's talk about Chapter 4, chess tennis, briefly, if I may. With regards to Chapter 4, that is chess tennis, and that means that you have an opportunity to achieve specifics. What is it exactly? 1, you have a way now to win against players that you never used to win against. That's 1. That's a big deal. To me, it is. Number 2, you get to win against seeded players. You get to surprise them and catch them off guard. We have evidence of this. This isn't theory. This isn't just some conjecture of some kind. And then 3, even if you're not seeded, you'll have the ability to use this tool of chess tennis to win the entire tournament. And that's happened. They didn't use chess tennis, but it's happened when you think about it. Because just go on the internet and say, okay, you know, type in the right information in the YouTube window or search engine and find, oh, you know, tournaments where unseeded players won, and you'll have a bunch of them. So this isn't new to the world, new to you, but just adjust your mindset to be ready for that. That's all. Ready to experience it, to enjoy it. So we have a special gift for you experts out there, and that is, we're going to give you Chess Tennis Chapter 4, the entire class, free. All you have to do is sign up for it. Go to tennistreasures.org, and you'll get the chess tennis class with no charge for the next 30 days, so it appears, at this point in time. Yeah, we want you to see what the class feels like. We want you to be able to leave comments after you take the class and see what you think. We want you to test out the theory and see how it feels, what happened. You know, if you liked it, if it worked for you. I'm sure it will. Well, it depends on your skill set, I suppose. But all that's available. So consider that. Chess Tennis. And that's tennistreasures.org. Oh, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hitting the subscribe helps the algorithm so we can reach out to you more quickly and easily and efficiently. So we're on standby for you. The next video, or one of the next ones in the next 7 days, is going to be pretty exciting. It's going to be how to become a millionaire playing tennis. We're going to focus on the financial part of what we do, and that's help you to make money on the Pro Tour just for a little while here. That's our forte, that's our wheelhouse. So talk to you shortly.